Hi, digital planners. This is Tina Phillips from A Wild Plan, and today I am excited to introduce a new recipe planner that I've created. And actually, there's two different kinds, so I'll kind of be brief. This one is a little bit more hands-on for people who really like to decorate their recipes and kind of make keepsakes out of it. I also made these a little bit more structured in that. I've created a layout for you and you just have to fill them in. That way all your recipes are kind of like consistent all the way through. But I did leave some areas for like memory keeping if you'd like. This is the cover for the landscape version, and as you can see, this comes with a bunch of little stickers and icons that you can play around with and have fun with. This is just one of 5 covers that you can have, and I'll show you the other ones when I'm through going through it. And this is a landscape version. I do also have a portrait version to show you, but let's get going. So the first page, I also included a conversion chart for everyone in case you need it, plus the recipe book belongs to. And as you can see, I have 12 different tabs here. And I started off with a few obvious sections for soups and salads, main courses, side dishes, desserts, and a miscellaneous, and the rest are up to you. You can make these into anything you want to. And then when you go into each category, each tab has its own like color scheme. And then on each tab, you also have 50 linked index pages. So you have like a ton of pages in here, and that way you'll never run out. Also, you can always just duplicate the planner to add even more, so it's kind of never ending. A little more decorative on these because they're just a lot more fun. And then when you go to each recipe, this is a finished recipe I have for you, just kind of give you an idea. And you can see all the cute little stickers and everything. And I've also from my store as well. You can also combine stickers, and that's what I really like to try to do, is make sticker sets that can be mix and match all over the place, so you don't always have to just buy one set to match. And as you can see, I'm using a font. I did make these lines a little bit light. That way, if your recipe is a little bit more dense in words like this one is, it's really not that obvious to see those lines, and you can still follow them. And you can also see like the difficulty. You also have prep time, total time, and if it's kid friendly, if it's a family favorite, and then you can kind of decide the difficulty of your recipes. There's also in the notes area, you have the ability to kind of write a special note or maybe a technique that you need to add into these recipes. So that's how this entire planner is filled out. Then you also get included with this is a large sticker set, like 11 pages large. Let me go through and like show you all of these. I absolutely love these, and I tried to get as many different types of things as I absolutely could, including like some fun words and stuff. So if you have like very specific cooking or baking type things and you want to like bring it out a little bit, you have that ability. You have whisk, you have spoons, you have tablespoons, pots, vegetables, meat, vegetable oil, scales, the stick blender. These are always kind of fun. And then I also have like different times that you can illustrate your timing. Also different temperatures. You have different spices and a sous vide, this is kind of fun. This is something my husband and I are actually starting to do, a sous vide cooking. So if you're really into sous vide, you have that to mark your recipes. You have different little cups and bowls, and for stirring, you have iconic little mixers, because I know people really like their specific types of mixers. If you're one brand specific, this is one brand, and then it kind of turns into the other brand, and you get different colors just like they come in real life. You also have different little mixers for hand mixing, little microwaves, and different types of pots and pans and different color schemes that you can play around with. Also, you have colanders, you have aprons to play with, rolling pins, freezing fish, you have tablespoons and knives, adding hot water, blending, weighing your ingredients, which is always important, a bunch of different little Pyrex looking bowls, and different pots and things like that. So you also have these little different mitts and oven mitts and things like that to cook around with, refrigeration, and kind of like also these little icons for like gift giving. You can use those as well for fun. The other fun thing about this is also you can also mark them for leftovers if they're really good with leftovers. If you really want to get into illustrating your recipes, which is also like for kids. My daughter's going to start cooking. I thought it'd be kind of fun to illustrate different recipes for her to better understand how to cook them. The other idea, and also just a little funny one, love bribes. You have the ability to take pictures and send, you can actually take a screenshot or send a page from GoodNotes to your friends. So if you have a handwritten recipe, you can send it instantly to them, that one recipe, and they can file it away or print it or whatever they want to. I'm not sure how printing will work out. I didn't really plan for these to be printed, but, some people don't seem to care if the quality is not as good when it's printed. But so you have baking, French rolling pin, sauteing, and different types of words. These are just more words that I came up with for different baking and cooking terms. Should you want to use those for different things, and they're nice and stickers so they kind of jump off the page. And there are about 10 and a half pages, I guess I would say, total within this sticker set. And these are large stickers. They all have shadows. And they're easy. They're all individually. If you're in GoodNotes, so all you have to do is just load this up. You import it the same way that you import the planner itself. And all these stickers are ready to go, individually ready to go. You also have a slow cooker and that kind of thing if you need it. So that was the sticker set. This was the landscape recipe version. And at the back of the planner, you can see how many pages you have. You have a ton of pages. Let's scroll all the way down. There is about, since this one has 12 sections in it, it has about 614 pages of recipes. And then at the very back, I have the different covers that you could use. They're just different colors that you can kind of use for as you see fit. It looks like I just accidentally duplicated that. I'll get back to that. Okay, but then there's the portrait version. And while I cannot do this while I'm trying to do a screen capture of my iPad, because if I try to turn my iPad, it will crash. But literally, you can turn your iPad to the portrait mode for this, and it will fill up the page. But the portrait mode is a little bit different. It only has 6 sections in it, and they already are pre-labeled. So if you're that type of person, you just want to get up and go, this is all you need. This one's probably for you. Also, if you like looking at recipes a little bit differently, I did notice that I was able to make the font a little bit larger on the directions part for the portrait mode. But again, you also will have, let's see. Let's go back into, there we go. This is the same thing, the same way though goes for the portrait mode. You have a cover, and then you also have that same conversion mode. It's just a little bit of a different layout. This is your, each one of your sections has its own little color scheme again, and like that's how you also can tell. It's also, the page is kind of slightly tinted to the recipe, to the section that you're in for that recipe. And then side dishes, these are all linked to each page. So once again, you get 50 pages for each section. And then you also get, the very back, you get 4 more different types of covers. So if you decide to duplicate this for different things, if you want to, change it out as you go, you have the ability to do that. And here is the recipe for that one. I mean, I think I already kind of showed you that one. But it is a little bit nicer. And when it's portrait, if you're a portrait mode person, you have that ability. The landscape, to me, I mean, it just depends on how you like to work with your iPad. So if you like these a little bit larger and horizontal versus portrait, then that's how you have a holder, whatever you want to do it. So this will be up in the store today. And I believe this is over like 400. I want to make sure. I'll make sure to tell you. I think it's over at least 300 stickers, but I'll have an exact number in the listing. And you can purchase this today. And I thank you for your time. I hope you have a great day. Thanks. Bye.